Hello and welcome to day 37 of our journey to read the Bible every day for 1 year in chronological order. Today we are going to read Exodus 22 to 24. Exodus 22. Laws about theft. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. If a man shall cause a field of vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief he be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges, to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he hath output his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. Laws about fornication. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death. He that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. Laws about usury. If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury. If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down. For that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy rib fruits, and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it me, and ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. Exodus 23. Laws about slander and false witness. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an outrageous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hath thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Thou shalt not wrest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. Also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Laws about rest for land and people. In 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. And what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy oliveyard. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the seventh day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thine ass may rest, and the son of thy handmaid, and the stranger may be refreshed. And in all things that I have said unto you be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month Abib. For in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of in gathering, which is in the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. 3 times in the year all thy males shall appear before the Lord God. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord of thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. An angel is promised. Behold, I send an angel before thee, to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him, and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee, and bring thee in unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and quite break down their images. And ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thine land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before thee. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea, even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land unto your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in the land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee. Exodus 24. Moses is called up into the mountain. And he said unto Moses, Come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice, and said, All the words which the Lord hath said will we do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings, and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood, and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant, and read in the audience of the people, and they said, All that the Lord hath said will we do, and be obedient. And be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. The glory of God appears. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet as it were a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his clearness. And upon the nobles in the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and did eat and drink. And the Lord said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua and Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, Tarry ye here for us, until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount, in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud, and gat him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. So this was Exodus 22 to 24. And first, well, I'm going to start at the end, so like that it's easier. So first, I wanted to say that I think that I remember that Noah's Ark was also in the water for 40 days, right? It was 40 days. 40 days the rain went down on the earth, I think. I'm going to look that up with you right now. I think since yellow is the color of hope, that maybe the rainbow was one of the signs of hope. God protects the surroundings of his blessed children. No, it was not that. So it has to be somewhere here. Here. There was also yellow marker here. Olive leaf it was with Noah that I remember. Bless Noah, leaves the ark, 7 days, set forth the dove. 150 days the waters were abated. After the end of the... No, that was 150 days the waters were abated. So where did I read? Where did I read 40 days? Second month was at the end, right? Come and flood to destroy the flood. No. I would like to just press, like on the computer, Control F to just search for the word. But I have to go old school now. I'm just going to look that up in my Bible, so you don't have to wait. I'm just going to press pause on the video and look that up right now. So now I found it. It was in Genesis 7:17. So he is written, and the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth. And then back again here in Exodus 24 verse 18, and Moses went into the midst of the cloud and get him up into the mount, and Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. So I think there is something important about the number 40. At least there is a parallel between here and here, just by looking at the number. And I don't think that this is a coincidence, because not much in the Bible is a coincidence. So I would write next to it, it was here, just like the 40 days of the flood. I'm going to write next to it Genesis 7, and it was 17, I think. So yeah, there is then a link to the story of Noah, and like I said, they are not much of a coincidence. That can't be really a coincidence by God or by the person who wrote the Bible in the name of God, I guess. So I'm going to keep that in mind when I go through the Bible. When I see 40, then I will think of this story and of Noah's story, and probably somewhere here I also read 40, but I don't really remember. So then I wanted also to say that that here somewhere it was written that it appeared like fire when the Lord came down. So, and the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days, and the seventh day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight here, and the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel. So, what I understand by that is that it's probably like so bright, I would say, that we can't really, yes, it's too bright for our eyes, if that makes sense. That by that I mean that his glory and his halo, I guess, is is so bright and so untangible. I think for us human, we can't really grasp that much power and that much glory, that it's hard for us to see it differently than fire, because it literally like burns our eyes, I think. And then I want to go back to somewhere in the beginning. Was down here. So it was Exodus 23 verse 7. Keep thee far from false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. So when I read this verse, I just think about innocent until proven guilty. So that God maybe means by that we have to be truthful, and that we have to take caution also a bit when we judge someone too quickly, even though we are not supposed to judge someone. But when there is a law system, well, there's also somebody that is going to judge the person eventually. So when we do that we are not accusing someone falsely, and that we remember that a person that is innocent could be found guilty, even though, again, the person is innocent. So we really have to be attentive, and we have to really hear and see the evidence, and really also have truthful witnesses and truthful evidence, and not corrupted material or corrupted people. And I think also in today's society we kind of forgot that a bit because a system can be corrupted so quickly that we can't even tell the difference between an innocent man and a wicked man, I guess, if I can put it like that. And so that's why I also want to put the color of society here, and I'm going to write next to it innocent until proven guilty. And I think it was all that I wanted to say. We got a lot of laws here, and I really like that God is specific about these laws, even though some don't really apply nowadays, but we just have to change it up a bit, and then it matches also today's society. So with that, I would say I will end today's Bible study session, and I wish you a great day, evening, or night, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye!